Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Kieran Trippier next for Manchester United. Trippier expects any Man United move to materialise towards the end of the window. Trippier has arranged his family to relocate in Manchester. Atletico Madrid want 30 million for Kieran Trippier. It said the other week that Atletico Madrid won't sell Kieran Trippier to Manchester United. Neil Custis from The Sun said the other week that Manchester United were close to signing Kieran Trippier for £18 million. Not so long ago, Trippier was in talks over buying Raheem Sterling's £3 million mansion. It'd be beneficial to recommend Trippier in because Trippier is a right back and he would provide competition for Wan-Bissaka. He's highly experienced and he's proven in the Premier League, which is beneficial. We went in for Trippier back in the January transfer window, but we cooled our interest because Kieran Trippier got banned by FIFA for 8 weeks for breaching betting rules. Trippier's current contract at Atletico Madrid expires next year. Atletico Madrid paid £20 million for him from Tottenham. We've already had 2 offers rejected for Trippier. Pogba or Lingard could leave to fund the Trippier transfer. Manchester United have to now sell to finance more incomings. Now, it's very likely that Paul Pogba will leave Manchester United. Mino Raiola has offered Liverpool the chance to sign Paul Pogba from Man United in this summer transfer window. Mino Raiola has made Liverpool aware that Pogba could be signed this summer. Liverpool have indicated to Mino Raiola that they're not interested in getting him this summer, but they may go in for him in January. Liverpool did lose Wijnaldum. He went to PSG, so Liverpool are going to want an adequate replacement for him. PSG have held talks with Paul Pogba's representatives. PSG are willing to offer £45 million for Pogba. Not so long ago, Pogba was discussing the personal terms with PSG. Obviously, PSG want to partner Pogba alongside Wijnaldum in their midfield. And a few weeks ago, it said that Paul Pogba wants to join PSG. Now, like I said to you earlier on today, Pogba sets decision date. He said he's unwilling to make a decision on his future until next summer. Pogba reportedly told his Man United teammates that he's made his decision whether he's staying at Man United or signing for PSG. He told the Man United squad that he's waiting to finalise details with Man United. Man United stars are working hard to persuade Pogba to stay. Pogba rejected a new Man United contract. He said last week that Pogba rejected a new £50 million contract offer at Manchester United. So reflecting on that, he's set to leave. Sky Sports said that Pogba is increasingly unlikely to sign a new Man United contract. Solskjaer did say not so long ago though that Man United remain in talks with Pogba's representatives over a new contract. Pogba's current contract at Man United expires next year because last season we triggered that 1 year extension on his contract. Like I've said to you, Paul Pogba has had a long running transfer saga. A lot of clubs have been in for him. Pogba produced his best performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season. But at one point last season he was out with a thigh injury for a while. If we are to let Pogba go in this summer transfer window, we've got to get a good adequate replacement for him. As it stands at the moment, he's our most expensive signing because we paid $89 million for him and he's endured 5 seasons at Man United since he rejoined, and so far he's won 3 trophies at the club. So that's more news on Paul Pogba. Manchester United are enduring a very, very good summer transfer window. It's the best transfer window we've endured in a very long time. So far, we've made 3 signings in this summer transfer window. We brought Tom Heaton in on a free transfer from Aston Villa. We brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund. We confirmed the signing of Jadon Sancho last Friday. And obviously we've signed Rafael Varane from Real Madrid. He said Varane is set to fly to Manchester later on this week. Rafael Varane's medical at Man United is being delayed by quarantine restrictions. So I think he'll have his medical next week. Varane has said his goodbyes to his Real Madrid teammates. The news broke out Tuesday saying that Man United confirmed that they'd reached an agreement with Real Madrid to sign Varane. Both clubs have agreed an initial fee of $34 million, could rise up to $42 million with add-ons. And Varane has agreed a 4-year contract with Man United with an option of a further year. And he's going to receive £250,000 a week at Man United. Solskjaer has spent over £100 million so far in this summer transfer window. But it's about time Solskjaer got the backing he deserves because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. Solskjaer did make it clear that he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window. I think Solskjaer's priority now is to get a midfielder. We're linked with Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. We've identified him as a potential replacement for Paul Pogba. Now, reports have been stemming from Spain saying that Saul Niguez has a gentleman's agreement in place with Atletico Madrid. So that means there's a good chance he'll join Man United or Liverpool. We believe that Atletico Madrid will accept an offer of 50 million for Saul Niguez. Sky Sports said Man United are exploring a move for Saul Niguez. Saul Niguez is keen on a move to the Premier League. Mundo Deportivo said the other week that Man United were in advanced talks with Saul Niguez's agent, and it said we are the front runners to sign him. Not so long ago, Solskjaer called Saul Niguez, so reflecting on that fueled speculation. Saul Niguez has been at Atletico Madrid since 2008, so he's been with them for 13 years or so now, risen up their academy. He's made over 200 appearances in the La Liga. He's got a contract with Atletico Madrid until 2026 because back in 2017 he signed a 9-year contract. And he's got a release clause of 128 million. Saul Niguez can be deployed as a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. Man United have also been linked with Eduardo Camavinga, but I heard now the Eduardo Camavinga deal's off. I heard that his preference is a move to Spain over Manchester United. We've been in for Declan Rice from West Ham. We've been linked to Ruben Neves from Wolves. And we've also been interested in Leon Goretzka from Bayern Munich. But like I say, we've got to now focus on some outgoings. I'm expecting quite a lot of departures in this summer transfer window. There's still some deadwood at the club. Like I've said, I think, we need to loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities, because Williams is our third choice left back and he seldom plays for us. I think we should offload Alex Tellez, to be honest with you, because Tellez has hardly played for Man United. When we got Tellez last year, I expected him to be our first choice left back immediately. But obviously didn't happen. He's made 23 appearances for us. He's only endured one season at Man United as Tellez. The reason we brought Tellez in was to provide competition for Shaw. We got Tellez for 15.4 million. He's got a contract with Man United until 2024. Inter Milan have recently been in for him. They wanted him on loan. A few weeks ago, Sky in Italy said that Roma were in talks to sign Alex Tellez as a replacement for the injured Leonardo Spinazzola. Tellez is set to miss the start of the season with an ankle injury that he picked up in training last week, so he's going to miss the games against Leeds, Southampton and Wolves. Jones, I think we should offload him, but I don't think we're going to now, reflecting on what Solskjaer has recently said. I do. Why are you turning it fan on? As I was saying about Jones, he hasn't played since January. And I think he's going to be keeping that number 4 shirt now, because it's unlikely Rafael Varane is going to be given that number 4 shirt. Jones is the only outfield player that's still with us from the Ferguson era. Jones has been a long-serving player at Man United. He's endured 10 years at the club. But he's always been inconsistent. We have agreed to let Axel Tuanzebe go out on loan, which is the right decision, because he's going to gain more experience and he's going to get a lot more opportunities, because Tuanzebe doesn't play that much for Man United. Obviously he's played in these pre-season games. I heard Newcastle are interested in Tuanzebe. Diego Dalot, I'm expecting him to leave. He was out on loan with AC Milan last season. Andres Pereira, I think he should leave. Whether he does or not, I don't know. He was out on loan with Lazio last season. I thought he put a good performance out against Brentford recently, did Pereira. His goal was very, very good. It was a volley. It came off the inside of the crossbar. Matic, we should also offload him. Because I've always had my strong reservations about Matic. He's always been a static player. He's ageing up, and analysing the vast majority of his games at Man United, he has been inconsistent. He isn't one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, he still seems to get his chances. He's been with us over 4 years now. We got Matic in a deal worth 40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. Lindelof, I think we should offload him now, especially with Varane's arrival. Lindelof won't get in the team. I wouldn't even have Lindelof as a backup if Harry Maguire or Varane get injured. Because Lindelof is too predictable, he makes too many mistakes and he's too static. Lindelof hasn't got a long-term future at Man United from now. Donny van de Beek is another player Manchester United need to offload. Nothing to do with him being a bad player, he just hasn't been given enough opportunities at Manchester United. Well, he hasn't been given enough starts. I recall Van de Beek starting just 4 games in the league last season, so most of his appearances have come from the bench. But not so long ago it said that Van de Beek will snub interest from Germany, France and Italy to remain at Man United for next season. Lingard, we've got to offload him. He's done alright though in pre-season, to be fair. Solskjaer did recently hint that Lingard and Martial have a role to play for next season. Was it after the 2-1 win against Derby, which was our first pre-season friendly? Solskjaer said that Lingard's part of Man United's plans for the new season. We want around 30 million for Lingard. Obviously West Ham have been struggling to meet his asking price. Everton have also been in for him. Lingard's current contract at Man United does expire next year. And Martial, I think we should offload him as well, because he's no longer good enough to represent the club. But quite a few weeks ago it said that Martial is going to remain at Manchester United. Like I've said, I am looking forward to the new season. Not long now till the new season starts. We do play Leeds on the opening day. It's going to be interesting to see how Solskjaer approaches that game. I'm expecting Sancho and Varane to both make their Premier League debuts for Manchester United. Like I said, pre-season, not too bothered about it. Pre-season is just building fitness levels up and it's preparing for the new season. We have played 3 pre-season friendly games. Obviously we've won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1. But we've conceded 7 goals in 3 pre-season friendly games. Do you think that's a concern? But next season is massive for Solskjaer, and he is aware of that. Next season Solskjaer has got massive expectations to exceed. Next season Solskjaer's definitely got to win a trophy at Manchester United. He's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is 4 years or so ago now, which is nowhere near good enough to our standards. Solskjaer's ambition for next season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. Obviously, there's United fans that are very sceptical that we're going to win a title under Ole. Next season, I'm expecting Solskjaer to get sacked. Because like I've said, he's not the long-term manager for Man United, and a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. Despite his signing Sancho and Varane, it doesn't change my perception on the manager. As you all know, last weekend Solskjaer signed a new contract with Man United until 2024. There is an option of a further year. I think a lot of United fans disagreed with us giving him that new 3-year contract, because Solskjaer won't see out this new 3-year deal. Solskjaer signed a 3-year contract when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. I've criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United, but despite that I think he is our best manager since Ferguson. But there is United fans that are Ollie in, there's also United fans that are Ollie out. He's been in charge of the club now for almost 3 years. I'm surprised he's lasted as long as he has, because we've endured very bad periods under Ollie where he's been extremely close to getting sacked, and obviously we lost the Europa League final last season to Villarreal. But whatever happens regarding Solskjaer, we'll always adore him, because at the end of the day, he is a club legend. He endured 11 years as a player for Man United. He flourished under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance. You know, we did appoint Ollie in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. And Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin, and knew he had a lot to do when he came in. I've got to make an admission and say Solskjaer's done a pretty good job though, to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager, because he was inheriting a lot of deadwood. I didn't expect him to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect I'm shocked. He has made good signings though, Solskjaer. He must have brought a good, 16, 17 players in now. I think he's spent just over 400 million at the club. You know, he's got rid of a lot of players, you know, since he's come in, which he knew he had to do. You know, Ollie's got us to semi-finals, got us to the final last season of the Europa League, got us to the quarter-final last season. But he hasn't proven himself yet, because he hasn't won a trophy like I mentioned earlier. You know, he got us second last season, he got us third place in his first full season. So, Man United, I'd say, have got to win the title next season if we're going to get somewhere under Solskjaer. You know. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.